Imagine being in a situation where your body is screaming at you to stop, to quit, to give in. Your legs are tired, your lungs are burning, and every part of your being tells you that you can't go any further. Now, ask yourself, what is really stopping you from pushing beyond that? It's not the body, it's the mind. You have the power to overcome anything, but only if you can control the thoughts that try to hold you back. If you're ready to test your limits and face your fears head on, stay with me as we dive into the one thing that will decide if you make it or break it, your mindset. The power of the mind is often underestimated. We live in a world where the physical is prioritized, strength, endurance, speed, and appearance are the things we often measure ourselves by. But the mind is far more powerful than the body. It's the driving force behind every action we take, every decision we make, and every success or failure we experience. The mind has the ability to shape our reality, to dictate the way we perceive the world, and to influence how we react to the challenges we face. When we think about our greatest achievements, most of them are not born out of physical prowess alone. They come from mental fortitude, the ability to push through when it feels impossible, to maintain focus when the world around us seems chaotic, and to rise again after failure. The mind can convince us that we can keep going when our body's exhausted, that we can think our way out of trouble when all seems lost, and that we can achieve things we once thought were beyond our reach. The mind is a powerful tool, yet many people are unaware of its potential. We often let our circumstances define us, and we allow our limiting beliefs to govern our actions. These beliefs form the walls around us, keeping us confined to what feels safe and familiar. But what if we could break through those walls? What if we could see past the barriers we've created for ourselves and tap into a deeper level of strength? This is where the real power of the mind comes into play. Your mind has the ability to challenge everything you think you know about yourself. It can help you break free from your comfort zones and push past the mental blocks that hold you back. The way you think, the way you perceive challenges, the way you approach adversity, all of it shapes the outcomes of your life. If you choose to see obstacles as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and discomfort as growth, you will begin to realize that your mind is your greatest ally in the pursuit of success. However, unlocking the power of the mind requires deliberate effort. It's not something that happens overnight. It's about conditioning your mind to focus on the positive, to seek solutions instead of dwelling on problems, and to believe in your own abilities, even when the evidence around you suggests otherwise. You have to train yourself to control your thoughts, to refuse to let negativity or doubt creep in when things get tough. This is where mental toughness is built. Through practice, consistency, and the willingness to push yourself beyond the limits of what you thought was possible. Consider the athletes, the leaders, the entrepreneurs, the warriors. Every single one of them has one thing in common. They understand the power of the mind. Their achievements are not just a product of their physical skills, but a result of their mental resilience. They have learned to control their thoughts, to overcome fear, to persevere through pain, and to stay focused on the goal, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. When you realize that your mind is capable of far more than you've ever given it credit for, you unlock a new level of potential. You start to see challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. You start to trust in your ability to push through, to solve problems, and to achieve what others may think is impossible. And in that moment, you'll understand that the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. Your mind is the ultimate weapon, and when you harness its true potential, there is nothing that can stand in your way. Breaking barriers is something we all aspire to at some point in our lives. It is a fundamental human desire to transcend the limitations that are imposed upon us, whether by our circumstances, our environment, or most often, ourselves. These barriers often begin as mental constructs, limitations that exist only in our minds. They are born from self-doubt, fear of failure, or preconceived notions of what we believe is possible. These mental barriers are the ones that hold us back from achieving our true potential. However, breaking through them requires a shift in mindset. The first step in breaking barriers is recognizing that most of the obstacles we perceive are not real. We create them in our minds, often without realizing it. We tell ourselves, this is too hard, I'm not good enough, or it's impossible to succeed. These thoughts become barriers that block our path to success, limiting us from moving forward. The truth is, these thoughts are often based on fear, not fact. They are the product of our own insecurities, and they have no power unless we allow them to. To break through these barriers, we need to change our perspective. The world is full of people who have defied the odds, who have overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges, and who have achieved things that many thought were impossible. These individuals didn't do it by accepting the barriers that were in their way. Instead, they changed their mindset, took risks, and pushed past the discomfort and fear that held them back. They made a choice to stop seeing barriers as obstacles and to start seeing them as opportunities for growth and change. One of the most powerful ways to break barriers is by challenging our limiting beliefs. These beliefs are often formed in childhood or during difficult times in our lives, and they shape the way we view the world and our own abilities. For example, you may have been told that you're not good enough or that success is reserved for others. Over time, you start to believe these things and they limit your actions and decisions. However, when you recognize that these beliefs are not truth, but rather stories you've been telling yourself, you can begin to rewrite them. By replacing limiting beliefs with empowering thoughts, you open the door to new possibilities and new opportunities. Breaking barriers also requires action. It's not enough to simply recognize that the barriers exist or to wish for them to go away. You must take deliberate, consistent action to dismantle them. This could involve stepping out your comfort zone, pushing through fear, and doing things that make you feel uncomfortable. Every small step you take towards breaking through these barriers reinforces the idea that you are capable, and it builds momentum. The more you challenge yourself, the more confident you become, and the more you realize that the barriers that once seemed insurmountable are nothing more than hurdles that can be overcome with persistence. It's important to remember that breaking barriers is a journey, not a destination. There will always be new challenges, new barriers to face, and new obstacles to overcome. But as you continue to break through these barriers, you build the mental resilience necessary to handle anything life throws your way. You begin to develop a mindset that refuses to accept limits. You see challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones toward greater achievement. The key to breaking barriers is not found in the absence of fear, doubt, or struggle. It's found in the willingness to face those emotions head on and choose to keep going, regardless of how difficult the path may seem. When you adopt this mindset, you'll realize that the only true barrier is the one you create in your own mind. And once you break through that, there is no limit to what you can achieve. The inner battle is often the most challenging part of any journey. It's the conflict that takes place not in the external world, but within ourselves. We all face moments where we must confront our doubts, fears, and weaknesses. These are the moments where the mind and body are at odds. While the body might be physically capable of pushing forward, the mind often tells us to stop, to rest, or to retreat. This internal struggle is the essence of the human experience, and it is through overcoming it that we find true strength. The mind is a powerful force, but it can also be our greatest enemy. It creates doubts, amplifies fears, and whispers that we are not good enough, not strong enough, or not capable enough to succeed. These negative thoughts can be overwhelming, making it feel as though we're fighting a battle we can't win. The battle between what we want to achieve and what we believe we're capable of is a constant one. It's a fight that happens every single day, whether we're aware of it or not. What many fail to realize is that this internal battle is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. Every time we feel doubt creeping in, we are presented with an opportunity to grow stronger. It is in these moments of inner conflict that we have the chance to prove to ourselves that we are capable of more than we think. The key is not to let the fear, doubt, or discomfort stop us. Instead, we must learn to push through, to stay focused and to continue forward even when the mind is telling us otherwise. One of the most powerful aspects of the inner battle is that it forces us to examine our values and our motivations. When we are faced with resistance, whether it be physical, mental, or emotional, we are forced to ask ourselves why we are doing what we're doing. What is driving us? What is the deeper purpose that keeps us moving forward? It is often in these moments of inner struggle that we tap into our core values and find the strength to continue. When our why is clear, the fight becomes less about overcoming fear and more about pursuing something greater than ourselves. In moments of inner conflict, we often feel alone, as though we are fighting a battle no one else can understand. But this battle is universal. Every single person faces it in one form or another. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of fear or doubt, but the ability to confront and push through them. It's about taking control of your thoughts and refusing to let them dictate your actions. It's about learning how to navigate the inner struggle with resilience and determination, knowing that the fight is temporary and the victory is worth it. Overcoming the inner battle is not about silencing the negative thoughts or pretending they don't exist. It's about acknowledging them, understanding them, and choosing not to be controlled by them. It's about recognizing that fear, doubt, and uncertainty are natural parts of the human experience, but they do not define who we are or what we can accomplish. By facing these internal struggles head on, we not only build mental toughness, but we also develop a deeper sense of self-awareness and self-confidence. Ultimately, the inner battle is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who fall short. It is the force that drives us to rise every time we fall, to keep going when everything inside us tells us to stop, and to fight for our dreams despite the obstacles. The real victory is not in defeating the external challenges, but in conquering the internal ones. The stronger the mind becomes in the face of doubt and fear, the more unshakable we become in the pursuit of our goals. And that, in essence, is where true success is found. Focus and determination are the cornerstones of achieving anything significant in life. Without these two mental attributes, even the most skilled and talented individuals can falter. Focus is the ability to direct your attention to a single task or goal, blocking out distractions and remaining steadfast despite challenges. Determination is the internal drive that compels you to continue even when the journey becomes tough. Together, these two forces form an unshakable foundation for success. However, achieving focus and maintaining determination requires intentional practice and mental training. In a world filled with constant distractions, focus is becoming a rare and valuable trait. Everywhere we look, we are bombarded by information, social media, news, notifications, and countless other distractions. It's easy to get lost in this noise, to jump from one thing to the next without giving anything our full attention. Yet in order to achieve something truly meaningful, we must learn how to cut through this noise and channel our focus on what truly matters. Whether it's a personal goal, a project at work, or a dream you've been pursuing for years, the ability to stay focused on the end result is crucial. The problem with distractions isn't just about external forces, it's often about internal ones. The mind tends to wander, to stray into thoughts of doubt, fear, or past failures. These thoughts can create a mental fog, making it difficult to stay on track. But the key to mastering focus lies in training the mind to overcome this wandering. It's about building the discipline to return to the task at hand, to continuously bring your attention back to what matters, no matter how many times the mind strays. This requires practice, repetition, and an understanding that staying focused is a skill that can be developed over time. Once focus is established, determination becomes a driving force that keeps us moving forward. Determination is not about the absence of obstacles or challenges, but rather the commitment to keep going despite them. When we encounter setbacks, it's easy to feel discouraged, to question whether we should continue or abandon the pursuit altogether. It is in these moments that determination plays its most crucial role. Determination is the inner strength that refuses to accept defeat. It is the ability to pick yourself up after falling, to keep moving forward even when the road ahead seems long and uncertain. It is the relentless pursuit of a goal, no matter how many times you fail, how many times you feel like giving up. The power of focus and determination becomes evident when we look at those who have achieved remarkable things. Whether it's an athlete breaking records, an entrepreneur building a successful business, or an individual overcoming personal struggles, one common thread is their ability to stay focused on their goals and remain determined to see them through. These individuals have learned to shut out distractions, to persist in the face of adversity, and to keep their eyes on the prize. So their success is not due to an innate gift or talent, but to their unwavering commitment to focus and determination. Developing these mental qualities requires conscious effort and consistency. It's about creating habits that foster focus, such as eliminating distractions, setting clear goals, and practicing mindfulness. It's about cultivating a mindset that refuses to accept mediocrity, that pushes for excellence, even when the odds are stacked against you. When focus and determination are working in harmony, there is no limit to what can be achieved. Challenges become stepping stones, obstacles are seen as opportunities for growth, and the pursuit of success becomes not a struggle but a journey toward greatness. The mind, when trained in focus and determination, is an unstoppable force. Embracing discomfort is often viewed as counterintuitive, but it is one of the most powerful tools for growth and development. We naturally shy away from discomfort, seeking comfort, ease, and predictability in our lives. Yet true growth, whether physical, mental, or emotional, occurs when we push ourselves beyond our comfort zones. The pain, discomfort, and struggle we encounter when we face challenges are not obstacles to avoid, but rather opportunities to grow stronger, more resilient, and more capable. It's through these uncomfortable moments that we discover the limits of our potential and then surpass them. When we embrace discomfort, we are essentially choosing to expand our boundaries. This doesn't mean seeking out pain for its own sake, but rather recognizing that discomfort is a necessary part of the journey to achieving something meaningful. Whether it's pushing through physical exhaustion during a workout, staying focused on a difficult task at work, or navigating personal challenges, discomfort is often a sign that we are stepping into new territory. It's an indication that we are stretching our capabilities and evolving as individuals. In the process of embracing discomfort, we learn how to manage our fears and anxieties. These emotions are often what make discomfort seem intolerable. The fear of failure, the anxiety of not being good enough, the worry of not being able to handle the pressure. These feelings are universal, yet the more we face them head on, the less power they have over us. Each time we experience discomfort and continue moving forward, we become more accustomed to it. And we begin to reframe it as a tool for growth rather than something to be avoided. The ability to sit with discomfort rather than retreating from it is a sign of mental toughness and emotional maturity. One of the most significant benefits of embracing discomfort is the development of resilience. Life is full of setbacks, failures, and hardships, and how we respond to these challenges determines our ability to persevere. If we avoid discomfort, we avoid the very situations that build resilience. It is through struggle that we learn how to bounce back from adversity, how to keep going when everything seems stacked against us. Each challenge we face and overcome adds to our mental and emotional resilience, making us more prepared to handle the inevitable obstacles that lie ahead. In addition to building resilience, embracing discomfort enhances our ability to focus on long-term goals. In a world that values instant gratification, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking comfort and ease. But the most rewarding achievements rarely come without effort and sacrifice. Whether it's training for a marathon, pursuing a difficult career, or building meaningful relationships, the most fulfilling accomplishments are those that require us to persist through uncomfortable, challenging times. When we embrace discomfort, we train ourselves to stay focused on the bigger picture, understanding that the rewards we seek often come after periods of struggle and perseverance. Finally, embracing discomfort fosters a deeper understanding of our own potential. It is in these moments of difficulty that we come face to face with who we truly are. When we are forced to confront our weaknesses, our fears, and our doubts, we gain valuable insights into our own capabilities. The discomfort we experience in these moments pushes us to question our limitations and test the boundaries of what we can achieve. Over time, this process helps us realize that our true potential lies far beyond what we initially thought possible. Discomfort is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that we are evolving, growing, and becoming the person we are meant to be. By embracing discomfort, we transform the way we approach challenges. We no longer see discomfort as something to avoid, but as something to seek out for the opportunities it brings. It is through this process that we unlock new levels of growth, resilience, and self-awareness. So the next time you encounter discomfort, instead of retreating, lean into it. Recognize it as a sign of progress and an invitation to grow, because it is only through discomfort that we can truly achieve greatness. The ultimate victory is not always what it seems on the surface. We often associate success with tangible achievements, wealth, status, accolades, or recognition. While these outward signs can reflect success, the true measure of victory lies deeper within. It is about conquering the internal battles, overcoming personal limitations, and becoming the best version of yourself, regardless of the external outcomes. True success is found in the ability to keep going, to rise after every fall, and to maintain unwavering belief in yourself, even when the world around you may suggest otherwise. When we speak of ultimate victory, it's essential to understand that success is not linear. There are countless setbacks, failures, and challenges along the way. But the real triumph is in how we handle these moments of adversity. It is in those times when everything seems to be falling apart, when you're on the brink of giving up, that the most significant victories are won. The inner strength to persevere through these challenges, to stay committed to your goals despite the hardships, is where true success lies. The ultimate victory is not about avoiding failure, but about learning from it and using it as fuel for future progress. This kind of victory is often not celebrated in the same way as more visible achievements. It's the quiet strength that builds over time, often unnoticed by the outside world. It is the resilience that keeps you moving forward when everyone else has given up. It's the determination to keep pursuing your dreams even when they seem far out of reach. The true victor doesn't stop when they hit a wall. They find a way round it, over it, or through it. The journey is never easy, but the reward is the growth that comes with it. The growth that can never be taken away once achieved. Another crucial aspect of ultimate victory is embracing the process, not just the result. The result, whether it's achieving a goal, reaching a milestone, or winning a race, is often the combination of countless small steps, many of which are difficult, uncomfortable, and unnoticed. Yet it is in the process of pushing yourself beyond what you thought you could endure, of constantly striving for progress, that true transformation occurs. Success isn't just about the moment you achieve your goal, it's about the person you become in the process. Each challenge you face, each barrier you break, shapes you into someone stronger, more resilient, and more capable. True victory also requires an understanding of balance. It's not enough to focus solely on the destination without considering the toll it takes on your well-being, your relationships, or your sense of self. Achieving success at any cost is not true victory if it comes at the expense of personal fulfillment and happiness. The ultimate victory is one that encompasses not just your achievement, but your ability to enjoy the journey, appreciate the lessons learned along the way, and live a life that is meaningful and aligned with your values. This kind of success is sustainable because it's rooted in balance and self-awareness. Finally, the ultimate victory is about the ability to continue growing. Success is not a final destination. It is an ongoing journey of self-improvement. Once you achieve a goal, there will always be new challenges, new goals to set, and new ways to evolve. The ultimate victory lies in the commitment to continual growth, to never settling for mediocrity, and to always striving to become better than you were yesterday. The process of growth is endless, and it is this mindset that leads to lasting success, not just fleeting moments of achievement. The ultimate victory is not just about what you accomplish, but who you become along the way. When you focus on this deeper definition of victory, one that's about inner strength, growth, resilience, and fulfillment, nothing can stop you. External success may come and go, but the true victory is in becoming the person capable of achieving anything. The ultimate victory is not an event, but a mindset and a way of living. It's the quiet triumph that resides in your ability to keep going, to keep growing, and to keep striving, no matter what life throws your way. And in this, you'll find a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction that goes far beyond anything material.